good, everybody? We got a good one today from Dating Right, and then I'm gonna show y'all something that it goes with this. It's an international thing, so yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. Major shift in DC nightlife: men get in free, women must pay. Too many single ladies in DC. It's a trend growing. Let's keep it up.
So a few months ago, I made a video titled Dating in DC, talking about how there are more women than men at the club, and that gives them this disproportionate advantage where they now kind of act and behave as if they're the prize. And a lot of people either agreed or said that I was male centered, and I basically was like, okay, I will never talk about this on the internet again. And then I was scrolling on Posh and I came across this. So apparently this weekend there was this event called Women Love Beards. Essentially what it is, and I will read you the description from the organizers. Basically they say in order to maintain gender balance experience, the men get in for free and the women pay $35 for entry. So this is the men's page, and then I'll show you the women's page. There's a whole separate page for women to pay to be in the company of men. guys, I fear we've lost the plot. I mean, I get it. This is how they're solving for it. But when I said that there's a gender imbalance and it's making men act like they're the prize, this is what we get.
Now, wait, before I continue, I just want to play something real quick to go with that. This is from China Observer. Pretty good. Go check this out. China's matchmaking event attracts 1,000 women, 0 men. Shanghai has an overflow of leftover beauties. Let's see what they say.
A few months ago, Shanghai held a rather special matchmaking event with an interesting rule. Every woman had to pay 600 yuan, while men could attend for free. The women expected a flood of male participants, but to everyone's surprise, nearly 1,000 women showed up, while fewer than 50 men participated. Whether it's first-tier cities like Beijing and Guangzhou, or new first-tier cities like Hangzhou and Chengdu, and even many provincial capitals, the ratio of marriageable men to women is severely unbalanced. The reality isn't as simple as some might imagine. Today, I looked at some data. Shanghai has about 15 million locals, not including non-locals who have settled here. 6.8 million of them are men. Among men aged 28 to 35, there are roughly 950,000, of which 500,000 are unmarried. And since we have certain criteria when choosing a partner, if you consider only those taller than 1.78 meters, there are just 80,000. For men with a bachelor's degree or higher, only 40,000. What's even scarier is that if you require a man to earn over 400,000 a year, there's only about a 1% chance. That's roughly 400 men. Some netizens commented that these requirements, earning 400,000 yuan a year and being a native Shanghainese, might yield more than 400 eligible men, but at most only a few thousand.
Okay, the reason why I was showing this is because this is not an isolated event. And I want people to understand that this is a shift happening globally. Because I say this again and again and again. The economy is what dictates relationships. That is what determines the structure or the relationship dynamics, the economies. So when the economy is doing shitty, you feel me? It's not a lot of love making. It's not a lot of baby creating. It's not a lot of happy homes, especially with how things have been set up. Each generation, the industries were different. Right now is the least physical industries ever. So it's so much type of work that women can do. You get let me go ahead and get back to it. Let's see.
Anyways, I refrain from having any comments on this, but all I will say is if I ever went to an event and then they made me the face of some shit like this, I'm suing. Your mama's getting sued. Your daddy's getting sued. Everyone's getting sued. Oh my goodness. And this would be so cringy, like as a woman, to be like, hey, I paid my $35 to come see some men.
Guys, women really do hate it when evidence of the fact that men are the prize is shown right in their face. especially for women who will never admit the truth.
I don't believe men are the prize. I don't believe shit women are the prize. I believe the prize is the prize. The prize should be the legacy you're creating. That's the prize. The prize is you coming together with someone, whether you just monogamous or you on your poly thing. You coming together and y'all building something. That's the prize. You need both pieces. Each one of this separation and this gender war, this divide that we have, that's the real problem. That's the real enemy. The enemy is not either or. It's the setup in general. That's the enemy, and it's all intentional and it's all social engineering. But I'm gonna let it continue.
Which is men are the prize. Now, she knows she shouldn't be that shocked to hear this. Women paid to go to male strip clubs and pay men. Women paid to go to Chris Brown concerts and spend $1,100 just to do a meet and greet with him. So some women are willing to pay money to see men with beards.
Finally attended my first Must Love Beards event. Those are my girls I went with, Romy and Steph. I had to mute this because I was rambling. Just know we looked cute, but we were very upset that it was still raining in New York when we got there. The event took place at HK Hall. This was my first time there. It was a pretty big venue, had more than enough space for everybody to get around, so that wasn't an issue. The music was good. They had upstairs, downstairs. It was big, y'all. I asked for a shot, and she gave us 2 full glasses of tequila. That's what it felt like. Did that look like a shot to y'all? No, right? That's what I thought. Now, there were plenty of men here, but the amount of beards was very questionable. There were probably a good 3 good beards that I saw. About a good 3. And for those I missed, I'm sorry. Maybe next time I'll see y'all. This is the song that they play when the party is basically over. And that's a wrap, folks. We had fun. Until next time.
Okay, guys, hi. I'm here for a little review for the Must Love Beards party hosted and curated by a Black-owned company called I Don't Do Clubs. You can follow them on Instagram. I've been following them for a long time, okay? And I like their content. I like what they be posting and like having all these little different events. When I found out that they was coming to Chicago for this party, it's like they've been traveling to different cities for this party. They finally was coming to Chicago, and I was like, ooh, yeah, let me go talk about Amy. Yes. But anyway, I go, right? Anyways, I go to the party with my friend, and it just wasn't what I expected, unfortunately. So the rating that I'm going to give it right now is probably like a 4 out of 10. Yeah,
I wonder why.
It was that bad, unfortunately. I'm not going to say that the party in general is like that. I do think that it's probably better in other cities.
None in the Bay.
In Chicago, it was not that. It wasn't
None
good.
in the Bay.
And
That's
my
crazy.
reasons why is because the women's to men ratio was crazy, like 8-1. It was so.
Now, you know what? Random. I'm in the Bay Area. I'm from Detroit originally. Right? I grew up in the Bay. They wouldn't do an event like this in the Bay because the women are 2-player. They're not paying. They're not going to pay. They're not doing that. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do it. They rather just go kick it with themselves before they just pay to go kick it with niggas. They're not going to do that at all. But the women in the Bay also have been on a different program than a lot of these other places. So because the culture and the environments are very different. In the Bay Area, that pimp and hoe culture is big. And a lot of the East Coast and the South, the trap culture was big. What a lot of the trappers do with the small bills, 1s and 5s, is they go to the strip club. And the women are the casualties of war. They take advantage of all of that. But in places on the West Coast where you don't really have that type of environment, it doesn't breed that mentality. Plus, the cost of living is so much higher. So it's a little bit more cutthroat, and the women here hold their own. They not going looking out for no man unless they looking out for they will look for some, but they move different out here. They move different. So yeah.
So many women in there. So many women. The men didn't even have to pay. This is what pisses me off. The men didn't even have to pay. Yet, the men didn't show up.
They ain't show up and they ain't have to pay.
Where's the men? That's the first thing. Second thing is, the DJ, so they had a major DJ that's from Chicago.
It's like China. The video we just seen in China. I'm my bad for keep interrupting, but it's like the China video.
Playing. He's a great DJ. I love him, actually. He raised us, as my friend said. He raised us. He did. But he played too much slow music. Like, he was, playing some trap shit and, whatever, just, a little mixture of stuff in the beginning. But I didn't go to the beginning because I got there around, 7 o'clock. But he played too much slow music, which it already is too many women, for one. And while we want to hear that, it needs to be appealing to everybody, including the guys, because that slow shit, nobody want to hear that for too long. So I feel like that could have been better. The other thing is little to no beards. Okay, I'm talking about little top on me right there, little top on me right there, maybe a little chili bean over there. Like I'm like it wasn't giving beards. But you know, there were some handsome guys there. The few that were there were some handsome guys. But just I don't know, it just wasn't giving. And I know that they use Must Love Beards as like a promotion to bring the women in, and the women did their part, but the guys weren't there. They weren't there. I don't understand.
Exactly.
Like,
Us as men don't care if it's free or not. We just don't want to go to no nightclub and being in that environment thinking we're going to meet a good woman. And we all know that this is just a ploy by nightclubs to get men back in clubs. But no, real men still are just not interested in being in a nightclub environment. But I must admit, fellas, these women love some freaking beards now. Like, for the last decade, it seems like men with beards have been winning.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but you need to grow out that beard. So I can't speak for the younger women of the generation, but I'm 40 years old, and my man has to have a beard. It's just sexy. Women love beards.
So,
why do we love beards? Well, it just makes you more masculine. It gives off that beastly look. It's just sexy. Oh, and make sure you have a little bit of gray running through your beard, cause that's just fine. I've literally seen men that I was not attracted to. I see them a year later, they got a beard, and I'm like, ooh, he looking kind of good. That's just the best explanation I can give. They are freaking hot. So grow out your beard.
Yeah, I can't be the only woman that love beards. I love beards. When I see a man with a beard, I just be like, Especially like when it's kind of cut low, it's well groomed, it's filled in real nice, go up into the hairline. Not that motherfucking goatee, not the little bird, not this little shit right here. I want the whole face full in. A man with one of them well-groomed beards, like, that shit it's nothing sexier than a man with a beard. It to me, it just gives dominant, like, alpha male. And it's nothing sexier than a man with that motherfucking beard. And you just want to look at his beard and rub on his beard all day because he gives grown-ass man.
Okay, guys, keep the beard if your face is round. I know the goatee thing is trending and all of this stuff, and I'm seeing a lot of guys cut it off, and they're going from Zaddy to Jake from Tech Support. They're going from Big Zaddy to I stay in my grandmother's basement and play with my lightsaber all day, and I don't have a job.
That's crazy.
Let's not do that, okay? The goatee is going to be for a more chiseled face. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a more chiseled face, so you want to try the goatee, have at it. You know what I'm saying? But, even you guys with the receding jaw lines, don't get the goatee. Now, yeah, if your jaw doing something, don't get the goatee. But if you got like a little strong jaw, you know what I'm saying?
Funny.
You little chisel, get the goatee. It's going to give 90s fine. It's really cute. Everything ain't for everybody. Just like us women, we always pay attention to certain things. We be like, certain hairstyles, will round your face out, make your face look long, make your face look wide. We know to stay away from certain hairstyles because everything doesn't fit us.
If you were blessed with a beard, never get rid of it. I'm so serious. We don't like when y'all do that. It doesn't have to be the biggest beard in the world, but a beard is a beard. Don't get rid of it if you were blessed with it. Think about it like this. Just because you look good doesn't mean that you can just get rid of your beard. That's there for a reason. That's like the icing on the cake. How would you feel if pretty girls that just happen to have a nice booty, it ain't the biggest, might not be the biggest, but it's back there. I got one of those. So how would you feel if somebody like me said, you know what? I have a nice face. People think I'm attractive. Let me just get rid of my butt. I don't need it. I already have the face. I don't need the butt anymore. And I just got rid of it. Like, it's not the biggest, but it's a really nice butt. And I just got rid of it.
Alright,
Look at me.
she funny, but I'm gonna fast forward because it was something I wanted y'all to see, and we ain't gonna spend hella time. Scared.
back in the day, but I have never done a ghosting where I leave the woman as soon as we're done having sex. He's cold.
Like what? I can't believe it. Ladies, what is the lesson here?
Oh, hang on.
She went ahead and matched with this guy. They've been talking for a little while. And then after they've been talking for a little while, she kind of like invited him to her house. And after she invited him to her house, you know, they got jiggy with it or whatever. Like she gave it up or whatever. So after that, the guy tells her that he bought her flowers. He was like, I don't want you to think that it was a little weird that I bought you flowers. So I didn't bring them in, but I'm gonna go ahead and go get the flowers from my car. He was like, I'll be right back. And she said that was 4 hours ago. Ma'am, if that would have been my best friend calling or one of my friends calling me with that news, we would have had to ride. We would have had to ride up on that, sir. Oh my God, she said that he deleted her off of the Tinder app. He deleted her message, blocked her, and everything. Who Rachel?
Now, I think we all have done some ghosting back in the day, but I have never done a ghosting where I leave the woman as soon as we're done having sex. He's cold.
I don't know. That's suspect though. That made me think about like these STDs or STIs, and man, too much going on. Y'all be careful with your box and with your private parts, man.
What? I can't believe it. Ladies, what is the lesson here? What is your lesson here, okay? Don't be a copy day bitch.
To older women that want a husband, this is exactly how you do it.
This was
Ladies,
important.
I may be mid, but here are 10 reasons why my husband bought me this Porsche. I don't argue. I speak calmly and leave space for him to rise. I assume his intentions are good, which makes him want to prove me right. I let him lead, then praise what worked. Example, I love the way you handled that. I treasure myself. He mirrors how I treat me. I protect my peace earnestly. No chaos, no reaction spirals. I don't ask, what are we? I ask myself, am I aligned? And act accordingly. I say, that makes me feel taken care of anytime he shows up. I rest visibly so he knows what he's protecting. I stay soft even when I'm right. He's not looking for a rival. He's looking for calm energy that he can trust. I'm poised, sincere, and warm in every room we walk into. This makes him want to keep me on his arm. Follow for more love truths that actually work.
They gonna hate, but I see why she got that Porsche, man. She on point. She's on point. She's extremely on point. Most men would say that that's extremely on point.
I don't really have to add anything to there. All I have to say
See,
is
look.
a lot of women think you just have to look the part. It's
No.
not about looking the part because beauty fades at the end of the day. It's about being genuine, feminine, soft, and submissive. Yeah, I know a couple arguments going to be is, oh, she's a white woman, or, yeah, I'm not doing none of that, or he's probably still cheating on her. It's crazy to me how she just gave you the blueprint to make a man happy and most likely make the man marry you and do everything he can in his power to get you exactly what you need and want, and you'll find a way to bash this woman. It's crazy to me how a lot of women out there have the independent mindset.
Man.
That's okay. At the end of the day, I'm going to ask you one simple question. And you want to get married.
Man.
Pack it up.
Shahrazad Ali stated
this is a
that
good one.
the reason why black men are perceived the way they're perceived or treated the way they're treated is because black women are the only race of women who literally will sit and talk about black men. You don't hear the Chinese women talking about Chinese men and the shit they do wrong. You don't hear Hispanic women talking about Hispanic men. You don't hear Arab women talking about Arab men. And you definitely really ever see white women talking about white men. All these other races of women will literally do anything they can to protect their race of men, except for black women. And I just don't fucking understand why. Black women grew up hating their black fathers, and that's the fucking reason why they hate black men.
Damn.
I feel bad for you black women who are raising
That's
black
fucked up.
sons. Shit, even black daughters, because y'all teaching them the wrong shit. Black women are our own enemy.
Dang, now she hit some things on the head in that one. And all of that hate stems from the lack of the black father. It's an interesting discussion.
Women pay for dates. They just don't like y'all. I don't think y'all recognize how accurate.
Oh man, hey, that's so real. But yeah. Woo, look, let's go ahead and continue. This may be where we wrap it up at.
This statement is, when a woman likes you, she opens up that. She don't mind spending money on a man she's interested in at all. If you do so much as talk about the things you like, she gonna go out and get it. With some women, if you say you even like a video game, she gonna get the whole bundle. And I'm gonna tell you like this, when a woman says, I'm paying for the date, you ain't gotta worry about nothing, get what you want, she want them boxer briefs rolled down later on. I can almost guarantee she is trying to smash. Because women that don't like you, gonna make sure you front everything. She ain't even so much as offering to pay the tip. Look, you see how much money they spend on brunch or whenever they out with their friends? They spend cash like they just got some mo in today. But when it comes to you, she ain't trying to throw a dollar out. Boy, get rid of her. I keep trying to tell the men, find a woman that actually likes you as a person. Stop trying to impress these women and put yourself on an auction block just to be made a fool of. You know good and well most women don't fool with you, and you know the only reason some of them is fooling with you is because you're throwing out their cash. By like date 3 or 4, she ain't offering to pay for nothing. Go ahead and move on, bro. That means, number 1, she ain't trying to impress you. And 2, she's not even thinking of an experience that she wants to share with you. You got everything you need to know right there. Go ahead and pack it up.
Facts, man. Facts, man. Facts. You know when a woman like you and when she don't. If she ain't spending no bread on you, bruh, she don't like you. Because women cash out. When they like you, they cash out. When they like you a lot, they cash out even more. And when they love you, oh my God, you can get anything and you can't do no wrong. Until you do wrong. But even then, bruh. But, yeah. If she don't like you, bruh, just keep it lit.
Fellas, the fact of the matter is, we save money being single.
Facts.
Women save money being in a relationship. So what that says to me is, if we don't find somebody equally yoked, bringing value to the table, just as we bring value, filling our cup just as we fill their cup, we're only being sponsors. If you plan on being a sponsor for a woman, you're basically going to be used up and then left for somebody else to be their sponsor.
Basically.
Because they're not valuing who you are, they're valuing what you provide. So always make sure somebody's providing the same amount, if not more energy into you than you do to them. And that way we don't feel stranded or played at the end of the day. You feel me?
Yeah, man, that's real. And on that one, I'm gonna wrap it up with there, man. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what y'all think. Hey, go check out Dwight. This whole video is pretty good, man. Go check out the rest of it. He always got some good content. And I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.